Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about what is new in the December 22nd update. But first of all, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Now the first thing I want to talk about is the World Trial or the Stellar Graces. I did make a video about this 12 hours ago. The link will be in the description below so you can check it out if you don't know how the Stellar Grace or the World Trial system works. I explain everything about it as well as how the loot works. There is a small update here though, and that is number one, the Stellar Grace boost, the server-wide one, caps out at 10%. You can see we still have 8 hours remaining, however we are unable to increase the Stellar Grace boost for the server buff anymore. It is capped at 10%. Now we do not get this 10% until the Stellar Grace recovery operation ends in 8 hours. So once this ends, then we will all get this server-wide boost of 10% rare drop rate, okay? The second thing I want to talk about is of course premium PSO2 day. As we know, PSO2 day just so happened to be on maintenance day. So some people are like, wait a second, how are we even going to take advantage of PSO2 day if it is under maintenance, right? You can't log in, you can't play during maintenance. And this is why they extended it to 2 days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this link in the description below so you can just click on it because it converts it directly to your time zone under campaign period. So for me, you can see it starts from December 22nd all the way till December 24th, thus 48 hours. So just remember, premium PSO2 day is going to last for 2 days. However, as many of you know, premium PSO2 day only affects premium members. So what do the free-to-play players get? Don't worry, we also get a couple of limited time tasks. So when we go to the limited time tasks, you'll notice that you have a bunch of tasks over here with the PSO2 day prefix at the very beginning, and you're simply just going to complete them and they reward you with Alio yellow triggers. Alio yellow triggers may seem like a really bad deal since it's just like, why am I getting these Alio triggers? Why not give me red tem triggers? But after some thought, I actually think this is a genius idea. The reason I say this is because we currently have the enhancement support campaign happening right now. Sure, it's not amazing per se. You know, when we augment our stuff for weapons and armors, we get a success rate plus 3%. That's very minimal, but it's something. But the more important one is here at the enhanced weapons and armors, we get great success rate plus 20%. Remember, by default, we get 10%, so it's essentially boosting it up to 30%, and then you can use your enhancement aids to boost that even further in order to proc a great success, in order to save yourself a bunch of meseta as well as materials. And it just so happens, if you clear all of these missions over here, which are actually really easy, so I do recommend you to do it, you actually get 10 of these Alio yellow triggers, which will allow you to do the yellow portal Alio 2 times, which will reward you with 1 silver prim sword plus 20, 1 gold prim sword plus 20, 1 silver prim armor plus 20, and 1 gold prim armor plus 20, which will save you a lot of meseta because you can just use these as upgrade fodder in order to upgrade your 5-star rarity weapons to plus 40 very easily. But wait, there is more. So these 2 campaigns are actually pretty good because of the rewards. So the first one is pretty simple. It is a screenshot submission campaign. Now for the screenshot campaign, there is no theme, so you can take a screenshot of whatever you want. However, of course, it needs to be in New Genesis or in NGS, so just keep that in mind. And you will need a Twitter account because you will need to tag your picture with hashtag NGS_screenshot campaign. It's a little bit different than before. Before was just hashtag NGSSS campaign. Now you actually have to do screenshot campaign, alright? Now Seika will select 40 winners and the prize is 400 star gems, 1 salon free pass, and 3 end color change passes, which is pretty nice. Now there's a bunch of instructions down here on how to do it on Xbox as well as PC in case you have never made a Twitter account and you don't know how to do it, or if you don't know how to share your screenshot on Xbox. So I don't know how to do that, so these instructions are kind of useful. However, the big event over here is the NGS video submission contest. So first of all, understand there are 3 separate categories for this. There's the emote category, the motion change category, and the open category. So for the emote category and your motion change category, your video can only be 1 minute, no more. It can be less, that's perfectly fine, but it cannot be longer than 1 minute. As for the open category, it can be up to 10 minutes. So the open category is really broad. You can make like a DPS guide, you can just talk about PSO2. It's really broad, thus it's open category. It can be like anything, right? However, for the emote category, obviously you need to perform an emote either through drawings, sketches, animation, you do it in real life, stuff like that. And for the motion change items, it is the same thing. Now, there is a limit of 5 submissions per category. So essentially, if you want to participate in all 3 categories, you can submit up to 15 submissions, which is kind of bonkers. It's kind of cool. And if you actually do that, I'm pretty sure you have a pretty high chance of winning. So what is the prize and why should you even bother with this event? So for the emote category and the motion change category, if you win, your emote or your motion change item will be implemented into the game, which is really cool. However, on top of that, you also get 15,000 AC if you win the first place. However, if you get runner-up and you get honorable mention, you still get 5,000 AC, which is a huge deal. Now for the open category, it's a little bit different. Nothing of your work actually gets implemented into the game, but you still get the 15,000 AC if you're first place and 5,000 AC if you're runner-up. Now there are a lot of rules and terms and conditions, so I'm going to leave all of these links in the description below and you can read through them because I really don't want to go through all those mumbo jumbo stuff. Alright, with all of that out of the way, the last thing we need to look at is, of course, the scratches. So the first scratch over here, Frozen World, is great. There's no problems with this. I'm perfectly fine with it. Next up is the AC Select Support Items banner. I personally do not like this banner at all, simply because you are paying for capsules which are unobtainable in the game at the moment. So when we go to the price list, you've got all of these featured ones over here at 0.8%. However, these aren't the big hitting ones. The big hitting one is actually this one right here, which gives melee potency plus 2.5% as well as floor potency plus 2.5%. This one is extremely powerful. If you put this on your weapon, you will definitely notice a DPS difference. However, what rubs me the wrong way is all of these capsules over here are unobtainable in the game. Like, you can't farm for them, you can't make them, you can't do anything of them. Like, if they put, for example, Ale Dominas or Ret Dominas into this scratch, I would be like, sure, it's fine, it's not a big deal. People can scratch and get all of these things if they want, or you can just play the game and slowly accumulate them over time. The problem I have is you can't get any of these capsules. These capsules do not exist in the game other than from the scratch. And that is my main problem with the scratch. However, NGS is a PvE game and not a PvP game. So technically, if someone gets stronger, they're kind of helping you, right? They're killing things faster for you so that you can get better loot. So it's not the end of the world, but I'm still against this scratch because I feel like this is kind of like the little gateway drug where Sega's testing the waters to see how far they can push the pay-to-win model upon us. So personally, I don't like this scratch very much. I understand if you do scratch, it's perfectly understandable because these capsules are amazing. They are very powerful and very awesome. The only downside I have here is for the free-to-play players, you're literally at the mercy of the pay-to-play players. However, again, you could do the counter argument of Kero, the fashion items are the same. If we look at Frozen World, if you want like the bikini, you're also at the mercy of the pay-to-play players. They're spending money to scratch and they're selling it on the market. So if we look at it at that angle, it kind of invalidates my argument. So again, I don't like the support scratch, but I'm not going to go out of my way to tell everyone to boycott it because the capsules are good and I understand that there are people who are seeking min-max territory and this is pretty much the only way to get min-max. The only thing I would love to see is maybe make these capsules obtainable in-game. Either let us exchange our mission badges for these capsules or some other form for the free-to-play players to obtain these capsules so it's not so pay-to-win heavy per se. But then again, do you really win if you're fully min-maxed? I don't know. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!